Hey everyone, Cassie here with our trick of the week, Shoelace. So this is definitely a fan favorite here at my studio. It's actually a really simple trick, movement-wise. What gets complicated is a lot of times students struggling to know which way they're supposed to go. So it's a little bit of a brain teaser. Shoelace is absolutely a level 2 move because your students do need to have upper body strength and they do need to have a lot of awareness of how to move in the swing. If your students don't have upper body strength, they're going to struggle with this. If they struggle with the pressure of the fabric on their legs, this is going to be really hard. They need core strength and they need strength in their legs. So definitely level 2. Really fun. Some prerequisites for this are fan kicks and roll-ups. But that's honestly it as far as prerequisites go. Fan kicks are really important because that is showing strength and movement of your legs that you will employ as you do this. Now, this trick is actually just stacked roll-ups. So roll-ups are really important and they're going to be really strongly drilled out as you progressively teach this. Again, you know my method is not to show the entire trick and then break it down, because then people only just go in for the whole trick and they don't do the little baby steps. So when I teach this, first we do lots of warm-ups for upper body, core. We do a lot of fan kicks from a thoracic wrap to warm up your legs. And then we learn how to do the first roll up. Then we stack on the second roll up. Then we stack on the third roll up with an inversion. In an hour-long tricks and flips class, teaching all of those 3 elements honestly takes at least 20 minutes. So depending on how long my warm-up was, how long I want my cool down to be, students might need more or less. So easy add-ons are fun ways to get into your first wrap. But let's just go over the whole trick right now. So again, I would break this up into distinct pieces and make students do at least 3 or 4 rolls on each side every time you add on. So the first roll up, and I'm just going to do it all together. An important aspect here is that the fabric is not low on your thigh. If it is, you get this little dinosaur effect in your legs, and then you can't keep rolling up. So really important is that the fabric is high on your thigh. Now, if the fabric does get low onto your leg, that's an easy fix when you're in the air. You don't have to completely redo it. However, you do need to have strong legs to fix it. Okay? So, for my first roll up, you have one leg in the swing. Okay? Both hands grab onto the handle of your freestanding leg. That leg reaches forward and it comes up through the center of your swing. So, and students will swing around a lot here because they tend to push off the floor as they lift their leg up. So instead, you want to encourage them to grab onto their handles, bend their standing knee, and then really gently let their foot lift off the floor. And I swing a little bit, but not a lot. Then you take your free leg, reach it forward, bring it up through the center of the fabric, roll around until you have butt floss. Okay? Now this is the single roll up. And like I said, I would drill this out about 3 to 6 times on each side. So students would continue to grab on the same handle and roll up, okay? But for the whole thing here, you wrap one leg, then the other again. So I grab my hands onto the handle of my standing leg, bring that leg up through the center of the fabric, roll around until I have butt floss. Now, I have my right leg wrapped, and I need to wrap my left leg. So, I'm going to turn my back to the camera. When I do that, my left leg, the back of my left thigh, will press against the handle that's behind me. I'll take my currently wrapped leg towards the beige wall, bring it up through the center of my fabric. That will wrap my left leg up. So I turn my back to the camera, press the back of my left thigh against the swing, and then I bring my right leg up through the center. I'm going to crawl one hand a little bit higher so that when I pull myself up, my hand is high instead of low. Okay, so I started by wrapping my right leg, and then I wrapped my left leg. To make this a shoelace going back and forth, I'm going to wrap my right leg again. So, same thing that I had done before, except that wrap my left leg. So to wrap my right leg, I turn my back to the beige wall. I press the top of my right thigh against the handle that's behind me. I swing my left leg forward through the center of the fabric, and I pull myself up. Now I have my right leg wrapped twice, my left leg wrapped once. To get into my inversion, I take my leg that's wrapped once. In this case, my left leg, I bend it. You don't want the fabric to get stuck underneath your knee and pull onto the back of your knee. Instead, you want to think about squeezing the fabric between your hamstring and your calf. So I bend my leg, then I turn my torso back towards the camera as I roll back, and I catch the fabric at the back of my left leg here, in between my calf and my hamstring. Then I can lean back. If your students are scared, they don't have to let go, but if they feel good, they can. If they do it really fast, they'll spin a lot, that's okay. To get out, you find your slack, you're free, your live handle, you grab onto that. And here's the really fun part. To get out, you kick your left leg up, right leg up, left leg up. Super fun. And like I said, really, as your students start to advance, you just find fun, creative ways to get into that first little roll-up. All right, so I hope you guys have fun. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. Show me videos of you doing this. This is a really fun one for your students. It's simple, yet challenging for your upper body, for your core, for your legs. So one thing I will demo as well is if the fabric is low on my thigh when I do my first roll-up. Remember, you don't want the fabric low because that gives you little dinosaur legs. So to spread the fabric up higher on your thigh, when you lean back for your roll-up, you try to spread your legs, and that pressure will slide the fabric higher up your thigh. So see, all of a sudden, instead of the fabric being at my knee, it's about halfway up my thigh.